a little closer. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome back. I'm going to be talking to at lets.talkfood. That's at lets.talkfood. Her name's Dani, and she's a nutritionist. She's all about food, seasonings, and helping people to enjoy food. So I'm going to ask her questions about her business and what she does. And I'm looking forward to talking to her. So yes, I hope you guys join the live and get to know, because it's going to be informative. You guys are going to learn a lot about food today. All right, so let's add her. That's lets.talkfood. Woo! Hello.
Hey, greetings.
Hello, beautiful. Nice to meet you.
Same to you.
Oh, wow, you're stunning, man. Sorry, I'm going to stare for a bit. But you are stunning. Woo!
I received that. Thank you. And
Wow.
you are my reflection.
Yeah, girl. Oh my God, I
Beautiful.
love your hair. I love your skin. I love your whatever that is. I love it. Oh, I love it, man. Lovely to meet you. I just wanted to find out a bit more about you and your brand, because what you do is amazing. And I don't know anyone who creates seasonings for themselves. So I'm really, really impressed when I saw you. I was like kind of like a stalker. I was researching everything you do and stuff. And I think you're a phenomenal woman. So I'm grateful that we have someone like you. So I'm going to ask you questions. My first question is, I just want to know your name, kind of where you're from, how you grew up and stuff.
Okay.
Let the
Peace,
people know.
everyone.
The
I am
people saying stuff.
Danielle.
Hi, guys. Oh, you got so much love in here, isn't it? Hi, guys.
Greetings. All the love. I feel all the love. Thank you all for
Yeah.
being here. I am Danielle. I was born in Queens, New York. I'm first generation American. Both my
Okay.
parents are from Jamaica. Um,
Nice.
so when I was a child, my parents would send me and my baby sister over to Jamaica for several months at a time, just so we could have a deep understanding of who we are and where we truly come from.
Yes.
How I grew up in Long Island, New York. So I was born in Queens, but I grew up in Long Island, and I was pretty much around white people all of my childhood.
Yes.
Didn't really get to see my true reflection, the divinity in my melanin, until I graduated, and really started traveling and just like getting to know myself and getting to know just how potent our energy is as melanated people. And just traveling the world has definitely molded who I am. So I would say that I'm really a universal spirit.
Yes.
Yes, I'm Caribbean, and that is going to be the foundation of everything that I do, including, the expressions through the food. That is always going to be present, that energy, because that's my foundation. But
Yes.
I have a deep reverence for planet Earth and cultures across all nations. So
Yes.
when I'm creating my food, my goal is for you to taste the world. And
Wow.
one way that I have allowed myself to do that, allowing others to taste the world through my food, is of course creating my seasonings, which is I'm literally alchemizing and mixing and feel me, all of that spices
Yeah.
from all over the globe, and creating a
Wow.
flavor that is almost like a awakening of your taste buds
Yeah.
universally. So good
So
things.
what made you want to do seasons? Like, what made you come up with the idea that I'm going to start creating flavors to add to people's food? Because you can
Yeah.
add your seasonings to any type of food and it enhances the flavor, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what got me into, or what inspired me to create seasonings as one expression of my gifts, is every time I'm, feeding somebody, blessing them with a meal, it's like, oh snap, this tastes good. What you put in this? It's all in the seasonings, baby. What?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the
That's where the flavor
seasonings.
comes from.
It be the sauces, it be the spices, it's the herbs. That's what's making the food stand out for you when you put it on your taste buds, and when it
Yeah.
goes through your body, it's like, oh snap, this, like, I can be present while I eat this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Have you been to India?
Manifesting India most high.
Yeah, I
We're
manifest
very
that with you, man. I hope you get to go because I know you'll learn a lot from their spices as well. Like, you
Hmm.
should definitely go. It'll be,
It's in the
I think that
works.
would,
It's
yeah,
definitely
I
in the
think
plan for my
it's
life.
definitely in
So
the works. Yeah, tell us, well, you got a unique approach to food, and your presentation as well is very unique. Like, do you purposely design the plate like that?
well,
Because
at this point, oh,
amazing.
Jesse, give thanks and praise. He said, best hummus I ever tasted, hands down. Period.
I
Period.
didn't see that coming. I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
love
that's nice.
it.
I want to taste your hummus. I want to taste
Oh,
it.
my hummus is different. I'm telling you, it's just you. And you know what inspired me to just go on this like complete spiral, upward spiral with my hummus? I went to this restaurant in Philadelphia. I lived in Philly for 4 years. I went to school out there.
Nice.
So when I was, and I actually want to bring this story up because I lived in North Philly, which is the hood, okay, and that's actually
Mhm.
where I went vegan. So a lot of people come to me and say, well, going vegan is expensive. How do you afford it? All of these things, you know, all of this is expensive.
Mm.
I went vegan living in North Philly, the hood of North Philly, on food stamps. Nobody can
Wow.
tell me that it's not possible.
To
Okay. And I
transition.
was a
Yeah.
college student. Okay. Thank you. That's all I have to
Yeah.
say about that. Um, but I had went to this restaurant in Philly that is like when you walk in, it feels like you're in Israel. Like it's just
Wow.
like the dopest vibration, dopest menu, most creative ways to just like
Wow.
put together ingredients. And it's not all vegan, but this is when I was vegan where I started going to this spot. And it's not all vegan, but the the vegetable plates that they have are just
Mm.
top tier, and they have the best hummus I've ever had in my entire life. They serve the hummus warm. I've never,
Oh,
like, even that
I've
alone
never
was
had it
just a little.
warm.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
they serve the hummus. It's just a different experience. They serve the hummus warm. They're making their own spice blends as well. So when you
Mm.
have these homemade spice blend outside of the commercial brand, you're actually getting like a homemade flavor that actually makes you feel warm inside. Y'all know what it feels like when
Oh.
grandma makes you food. Okay?
Yeah.
You
Well,
feel the
I never
warmth.
had grandparents, so I don't know.
Well, whoever in your family or your guardian or whoever it was that made you food or anybody else in the world who has made you food and prepared that food with love and took their
Mm.
time, you
My
know,
auntie
and
Pearl.
energy,
Mm.
that's the warmth that I'm speaking of.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Exactly. So
I would
that's what it
want to eat
feels
there
like.
a lot. I love
Yes.
that. So what's so special about your hummus? What do you add to it? You got like a special
Yeah.
ingredient you can't tell us
Yes,
about?
baby.
Yeah.
Is that's what I be trying to tell people. I can
Yeah.
give you the recipe,
No,
okay?
don't give us.
But it's still
Don't.
gonna taste different if I create it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
Yeah. I love that.
Because
I
it's
love
the
that.
energy. Food is energy. And when we're working with the plants, the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, the seeds that's coming straight from earth, that
Mm.
is high vibrational energy. And when
Yeah.
we pour in our own high vibrational energy
Mhm.
mixed with and alchemized with
Mhm.
the tools that the Most High is giving us that's coming straight from the dirt, that's a whole different level of high vibrational energy that you're intaking.
Yeah,
So
especially if you're living in a country where there's sun as well. Like Jamaica, you can grow anything there, but with the UK where I'm at, we have to go and buy the soil to go and start growing our food. You know what I mean?
definitely.
But definitely when there's sun as well, I feel like things just taste so much better.
Yes, because the soil is richer. The
Yeah.
soil is actually eating the sun.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then we get to eat the sun once we eat
Yeah.
those foods that are sun foods.
Imagine, I could just see like a cycle when you're speaking. I can see the cycle, and it's just, whoo, it's lovely.
Give thanks and praise. Yes.
Really nice. Okay, so when did you find your love and connection to food? Was it from young? Was you interested in food from like when you was a child?
Yes. So
Yeah.
food has definitely been a way of expression and art form for me since I was a child. From when I was very young, I
Like
noticed.
what age? When do you remember thinking, I want to start?
I would say 8 years old would be like um the one of the first memories, but even before then, because the connection with food for me started with just the connectivity I felt to my family when we were,
Wow.
you know, sharing food and sharing
Mm.
meals. So growing up, being in the kitchen with my grandmother when she's cooking, even if I can't touch the stove, just being in that energy of grandma or mom or
Cooking.
whomever I'm in the
Yeah.
kitchen with, you know, just watching them put in their energy into creating a meal for all of us
Yeah.
to sustain. That energy just stuck with me when I was a child. And then
Yeah.
when I was 8, I think I made my first meal on the stove, which was scrambled eggs. And from then, I just was obsessed with making scrambled eggs. I
Yeah.
leveled up. Okay, I leveled up to omelets. And once I got into omelet making, nobody could tell me anything. I was a top chef. Okay,
Yeah.
at 10 years old, making my omelets. So nobody
That's
could tell
really
me anything.
good.
Yes.
Wow, that's good, man. So, how long have you been creating seasonings? Like when
Mm.
did the business start? Because you got your online shop that all you guys make sure you go to her online shop and check out her products and stuff and her workshops and how to cook vegan, you know? But
Mm.
yeah, how did you come up with the seasonings? Did you make a seasoning on accident one day, or did you think, you know, I'm gonna make seasonings?
Right. I love this question. So
Oh, thank you.
seasoning making and sauce making, all these things. I feel like the seasoning part has always, it's been like an ongoing journey from the beginning of
Mm,
my culinary journey. This is
yeah.
something that has been in the works from the
I love
beginning
that you call
of.
it the culinary journey. I love
Yes.
you. You're
Thank
lovely.
you. I love you too,
You make me
beautiful.
feel good. Like, can't you see? I can't keep still. Like, you're making me feel really good. I'm sorry. Okay, go on. Go on.
Yes, so I feel like it's been like a thing for me from the beginning because it's just like the gift, part of my culinary gift is knowing how to combine spices and herbs to bring that umami, that flavor
Yeah.
that actually awakens your taste buds. So in every meal that I've created on this journey has been that form of alchemy of putting
Mm.
together spices and seasonings and herbs and yeah, it's like from then once I started and realized, oh, if I put this part of this seasoning, this part of this spice, this part of this herb, it's gonna
Mm.
come together and create this flavor that I'm
Wow.
noticing all of y'all are loving. So okay, so that's one of my go-to combinations. So
Yes.
I've been building, you feel me, my
Yes.
entire experience, you
Yes.
know, and testing,
Mm.
traveling and getting to understand people's taste buds globally.
Really,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Wow.
So like being able to pick all of that wisdom up as well, and
Mm.
that I've been carrying with me. And so now I'm like, okay, people are desiring these flavors. How can I essentially bottle it up
Yeah.
and send it to you so I don't always have to be there? Because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm only in this one body, which means I can only be here and now in the present moment.
Mm.
But if somebody in Tennessee is like really desiring those flavors and that's what's going to inspire them to eat better and treat their body better, how
Yeah.
can I serve that person while
Mm.
being here having this conversation with you? So that's how the whole idea, I mean, people would say this to me like, yo, you need to sell your sauces, your seasonings, your this, your that. And I'm very, how do I say this? I'm very protective of my art.
Mm.
I'm a perfectionist too, like all of that. So I had to like really take some time with the craft first and
Okay.
really listen to the voice of the Most High and say, okay, when is it time? When am I going to get to that level? And just pray on it. And the time is now. So I give
Yeah.
thanks.
Someone said they're guessing that your products are salt free.
Yes,
Yes.
everything is salt free. And
Yeah.
I'm using
You don't need
organic
salt.
spices. I'm using organic spices and herbs as well.
Yeah. That's
And
good.
that's another thing.
Where do you travel to get your spices and stuff?
So, I mean, everywhere I go, I'm picking up, picking up
Yeah.
spices, picking up herbs. But I have also suppliers which ship to me, which is amazing. So I give thanks for that too.
Yes. Good. What's your favorite product that you sell?
Ooh.
What's your favorite one?
You can ask me this question tomorrow. I might say something else. But
Yeah.
right now, in this
The girl
moment,
said, not even sea salt.
not even sea salt. if you want sea salt in it, you can add your own sea salt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it all ital. And ital, the highest level, means no salt. That does not mean that I am against salt. Right?
Let me
but
get my
I
credit
need
card
you
ready.
to add your amount of salt that's fair for you.
Yeah.
And just not, because I'd rather it just everybody receives it pure and just at the highest level. And whatever you want to add, if you want to add your salt, you can add your salt. Ensure that it's high quality salt, pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, whatever it is that you can get if you need to add it. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's amazing.
So my favorite product right now.
Yeah, what is it?
My dripped out sun-dried tomatoes. Like, that's top tier.
I
That's
love
one of my
sun-dried
favorite products.
tomatoes.
Yo,
I love them.
it's just so perfect. I feel like it takes the meal to the next level every time. Like,
Yeah, I see your there was a is it devotion 11/11 and your retreat days. When you guys are cooking for that, what? I'm just like, wow, the food looks like you guys make food look like you can't get it from this planet. That's how you guys make food look.
This is why I give thanks for the divinity in all things, because what you just said was pure truth. It is not. I be trying to tell people these are cosmic creations.
I'm thinking, where's she getting that from? Like, is that from Venus? Where did you get that from? Because it's so, the presentation is beautiful, the colors, the richness, and like I feel like I can smell it through the phone. It's really bright colors, and it looks good. It looks healthy, and it looks like the right food. It looks like the right food to eat, and everyone should be eating that way. Do you think? I was gonna say, food is because it's energy. It's also helps with the mental. So for people who can't transition from being meat eaters to vegans, is that a mental health issue?
Okay, so everything in this physical reality that we're experiencing happened in the mind first. So everything that we're experiencing, the clothes on your back, the roof over your head, this was an idea first before it could have been made manifest into this physical reality that we're experiencing now. So when it comes to incorporating different elements into your life or creating a reality for yourself in your life, you have to be there mentally first before anything. Honestly, for me and my experience, it's coming from my spirit into my mind, because I'm receiving the download in my soul.
Yeah.
And because my body and my mind is clear to be able to be open to those downloads, once I receive it, it's like, okay, now it's time to visualize it. Bring it to the mind.
Yes.
Visualize it. Write it down. And then it becomes your physical
manifestation.
reality.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I kind of use that practice in my own life. Sometimes if I'm having a bad day, I probably won't use my practices, but a lot of the time I do. And I make sure I'm in nature first thing in the morning. I go to the park. If I don't get to do it before I do school run, I do it after to ground myself. And I'm getting more of I feel like since I've been doing these interviews, I'm learning so much more about food that I didn't even learn in university. And I've learned so much from you about food. And I've been studying nutrition for a very long time. But when I came onto your page, there's things that I knew that we could make our own seasonings, but I've never seen anyone like complementing food the way you do it. Like, would you start a school for like women like me to learn more about it? Because I really wish my mum was clued up on like nutrition the way we are today. Do you know what I mean? Would you do like school for younger kids and mums like me?
Absolutely. So right now, one of my offerings is a plant-based cooking masterclass. So I just opened up for the summer season. I've been teaching this class for almost a year now. So
Nice.
the plant-based cooking masterclass for the summer season actually starts this Saturday, so you can
Yeah, because
absolutely
someone said,
sign
can
up.
you do it online as well?
Yes, so it is
Yeah.
online. It's all
Okay.
virtual. So
Nice.
these are my humble beginnings, and y'all are with me in my most, vulnerable, authentic space where it's me teaching these classes, and I'm guiding a meditation before every class with my sacred instruments, just to bring you into the present moment, so that we can
Yes.
peacefully and just divinely transition into the kitchen where we're fully present in that space, so that you can get the most of the experience. A lot of people take classes, they hype to learn this and learn that. They take the classes, but they're not actually present to receive all of it. So
Um,
what my offering is just very potent, in that we start with a meditation, breath work, and then we get into and a crystal, where I'm actually going to be doing for this particular class on Saturday for the summer season beginning. We're going to be doing a crystal healing meditation, and
oh yeah.
everyone who
Oh,
gets
I
my
want to come. I want to
yeah,
come.
so with my Trinity box, which is my spice blends, it comes with
Yeah.
intuitively
The
chosen
crystals.
crystal.
Yeah, I know, I saw.
Yeah, so we're gonna be actually setting intentions with those crystals, charging those crystals, and doing a crystal healing meditation and some breath work before we get into the kitchen. And
Yeah.
we are going to be making a beautiful meal, and I'm so excited. So that's gonna be
Yeah,
the
so
first
how do
class.
if I want to come, like if
Mhm.
I want to take a flight tomorrow and come, how would I book the class? Do I just message
So
you?
the class is virtual, so anybody anywhere can take
Do I
the
have to just go
class.
straight to your website?
Exactly. Go to my
Yeah?
website,
Okay.
and then you'll see www.lets.talkfood.org, which is
Mm,
where you'll see my divine seasonings, the dripped out sun-dried tomatoes, and then also if you go to Elevated Lifestyle on
yeah,
the tab on my website, you'll see
yeah,
the plant-based cooking masterclass, and it's something
yeah.
where you can pay monthly, or you can pay for the entire season up front. And this is where you would also have to get you would also have to get the seasoning, baby. So that's where I'm
And I
actually going to be getting
recommend
for you.
everyone who's going to do the workshop with Dani, make sure you buy the Trinity box first before you go.
Yes.
So you can charge your crystals in the class.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
I'm so
Okay, so
excited.
manage different. Okay, so what about let me ask about your customers. Tell me the good feedback that you get, and tell me about like a difficult customers that you get.
Difficult customers.
Yeah, and just some of the feedback, because a lot of people are like, "Wow, I've never tasted something like this before."
Hmm.
Everyone's always in shock and in awe when they eat your food. So,
Yes. Some of the
what do you?
feedback. Well, I mean, I'm just like thinking back to so many moments that have
There's a lot.
like sat with me in my heart space, and just reminded me and just showed me like, this is the sacred work that I need to be doing in my life. Because if
Hmm.
I'm creating this much of an impact on somebody else in this moment right here, just off taking a bite of this dish, okay,
Yes,
no, this is what I need to be doing. Like, if I
definitely,
ever have a moment of doubt, I can refer back to those moments. So there was one moment. This
definitely.
was at the 11:11 devotion retreats, one of the devotion retreats that we had done in collaboration. My sister Lava. Ooh, there was a woman there who she had my food the entire time. So this was like maybe
Could you
48.
speak a little louder? You can
This
quiet a
was
bit.
this was someone who had my food for about 48 hours, right?
Yeah.
Before we were about to leave, she sat with me in tears, okay? And she
Oh.
said, "I don't think you understand like what you have done for me. You have added years to my life."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that was a comment. Anytime I receive a comment like that, because that's not the first time someone has said that to me. So that type of comment is so, just like, it resonates with me, because
Yeah.
life is here. The reality is we don't know when it's not,
Yeah.
so just to like, and just like in a time where it's so much poison being sold to us, and like with
Mhm.
every bite of these poisonous foods that we're intaking, and the nasty air and all of these things, we're literally cutting years off our life. So for someone to
Yeah.
say, "Yo, you've added years onto my life," I'm
Yeah.
forever grateful for you. Or somebody saying, yo, I will never forget this moment ever in my life. Or
Mm.
someone just saying, yo, I didn't believe that love in food, like tasting the love in food was a real thing. They didn't
Yeah.
believe that it was a real thing until they tried my food. So
Yeah, this lady here, 369 Sweet Truth. She said you added years to her life. Deep gratitude. She said the same thing.
oh, wow. Give thanks and
Yeah.
praise. You see what I'm talking about?
You're
And that's
getting
the
like
confirmation. And these are the
beautiful
confirmations that I'm
things.
speaking about.
Yeah, your masterclass is divine, beautiful experience, 1,000%.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, the classes are so much fun, yo.
Guys, you
It's
are
insane.
amazing. Yeah, keep supporting her. Keep supporting because
Thank you.
what you're doing is changing the world because you're changing the people in it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
And their mindset to food. Do you get
mm.
like this is like a sister question. I would ask my sister this if she did what you did. Do you find like men like when they eat your food, it's like love hearts in the eyes, like I love you. Can you cook for
Yes.
me? Yeah, they
Yes,
love it, innit?
absolutely.
Yeah. I knew it. Because they say food is the way to their heart. So I knew. I saw some of the videos with the men giving their feedback, and it's just the way their eyes light up. I'm thinking, Daddy better watch out, you know. All these men are like in love with their seasonings. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funny.
Ah.
Okay, I said that. All right, all right. Let me go to some more questions for you.
Well, you did ask me about a difficult customer.
Yeah, we didn't hear
Um,
about the difficult customers.
okay, so I'm trying to think. Difficult. I don't know if I actually resonate with that word. I don't think I've had an experience like that where it was like a difficult.
Yeah,
Um, but those who have just showed me in what ways I can grow,
yeah.
it's really
You're,
that for me. It's like I just take everything in life as a reflection, regardless,
mm,
you know?
yeah,
So I look at it as, okay, how can I grow through this? What are you showing me? Even if it's my shadow side, what are you showing
mm,
me? How can I
yeah,
improve? Because I'm just going to alchemize this whole experience and allow for it to be my fuel to just expand even more and get even better at my craft. So just
mm,
receiving it like that, I feel like has been a game changer for me.
yeah. Okay, I agree. That's nice. Um, what does the food industry need more of?
What does the food industry need more of? Love, 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 love.
It's true.
Please, my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's true. What does it need less of?
Mm, mm. I'm gonna actually continue on the first question. What does it need more of?
Okay,
I would also say passion.
passion, love, passion.
Yes. And what does it need less of? I would say less preservatives. Let's keep food authentic.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Do you have knowledge on cooking before purchasing your seasonings? Do you do you teach people about the seasonings before they can buy it?
Okay, well, those who are interested in purchasing any of my products but don't really have any
Cooking experience.
cooking experience or even experience when it comes to
Oh, these
creating
comments are
uh,
lovely.
good things. Even if you don't have experience with creating vegan food or vegetarian food or working with fruits and vegetables, my seasonings also come with some elevated recipes that you can follow that
Nice.
go with the actual seasoning. So on my website, www.lets.talkfood.org, you can go to the foodspiration/plant-based recipes tab
I
where
love
there's
that.
literally a collection of recipes that go with my seasonings. So
Yeah.
if you are not used to working with vegetables, you can just go on the link and I have literal recipes for you. And some of these are my best recipes I've ever created. Like my rich curry plantain salad, son. One of my,
Wow.
like I said, I'm very protective over my art. I'm a perfectionist and all of that. And it took me a while to really accept the fact that I had to share my recipes for real, okay? Because
Yeah.
they're coming from the heart, y'all.
I feel you. I
Heart.
feel
So
you.
it's like
Yeah.
vulnerable, you know?
Oh, but
So
that's why it works so well, because it's come from your heart, man. That's why it works so well. There's so much people here that's like, you've changed my life. Like, I'm sitting here in my garden listening to you, holistic heartthrob. Greetings. People love you, and I love you as well, because you're just doing amazing things. And you thought about everything that we could have kind of asked you. You thought about everything that the customer needs. And I think I really love that. Yeah. What's the most rewarding experience so far?
being able to witness the expansion of someone's mind through me sharing my gifts.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I really like you, you know, like you're like the big sister I wish I had, or little sister, because you could be younger than me. You know what I mean? I
I'm a
bet you
very,
are as
old,
well.
very old soul, honey. I'm very
Yeah,
old.
yeah. I'm thinking like you feel like you got old soul, but I bet you're like young in your teens. Older than you? You're not in your teens. You're older than your teens.
I mean, I received that. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Just
I am in
checking.
this body. In this body, I am older than my teens, but I received that. I'm giving
You
eternal
look
youth.
good.
Give
Yeah,
thanks
it's
and
the
praise. I'm
food.
giving
It's the
eternal
food.
youth.
I'm
Thank you.
definitely gonna purchase because I need to have. I want to feel what your food does for people. I want to feel it as well. So
We
yeah,
will. I'm so excited for you.
yeah, I will definitely. What's your business aim for 2020? What's new that we're gonna see from the food this year?
Mm.
Any new products, recipes?
Definitely some new recipes. You can
Nice.
count on that.
Eternal youth. Oh, that's nice.
I received that.
Give
Thank
that
you.
to me. Yes.
Thank
I'll
you.
have that.
Thank you.
That's so
Thank you.
lovely. So there's going to be some new ones this year. That's really good. What do people need to know before they contact you? What do they need to know?
Mm.
Nothing really, because you kind of answered all the questions of what a client would need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So what people need to know is just buy the product and learn more about it, do the workshops, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Because
Okay.
all the offerings are there. I feel like I have done the work for many, many, many people across the globe who
Mm,
are, trying to change their life. I've done the work for you. So I have the blueprint. I'm sharing it. It's just up
mm.
to you to tap in. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. And also, I saw you in Jamaica making coconut milk with the kids.
Mm.
And I didn't know. I learned that when I watched that video, I learned that the coconut leftover oil, and then you sauteed the vegetables in the oil
Yes.
that the coconut left over. So then you're
Yes.
also able to make coconut milk.
Yes.
You see when
How
I see
dope.
that?
That's real. That's real kitchen
I wanted to
alchemy.
call my mom and like, Mom, you're from
Yo,
Jamaica. You should know these things.
your mom is Jamaican?
Yeah, like, but she was the first born,
In
first
American.
generation in the UK.
Okay, dope.
So her parents came over to Birmingham, UK in the 60s in the Windrush, and she was the
Mm.
first born here. But she
Mm.
just, I'm like, how come she didn't tell me about coconut? When I saw that, I was like, wow, all those kids that you're educating on that, like, that's doing bits, it's doing big
Mm.
things. Like, I would
And
love for my sons to do that.
I always
Mm,
return back to that place where we have first. This is a project with me and my sister Casey in Jamaica. We had
mm,
started this community love retreat. So funny that you even speak of this because it was 3 years ago today that we
mm.
started. I posted about it today.
Wow.
So divine, give thanks. Yes, so we had done 7 days. This was originally we're like, all right, so we're gonna go up in the community for a day, and I'm gonna just teach them how to heal themselves through food, and I'm gonna show them how abundant they naturally are. Because
Yes.
they see me coming from America, and they're like, "Oh, what's America like?" Oh, I'm like, no, 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 no. We're gonna be present here. Look at how much abundance is growing around your community right now.
Mm,
You have all the medicine right here. People in America need what you have abundantly. So we're going to
mm,
come here. We're going to stay focused. I put each of the children on different missions. I said, okay, you are going to find all the citrus fruit in the community. You're going to find some pumpkin. You're going to chop up the tomatoes and intentionally setting those missions for them dependent on what type of medicine they needed, right? So we essentially spent time with the children, essentially like surveying them in a way, just having conversation, seeing where they are in their consciousness and saying, okay, this is where you could use a little bit more nourishment or whatever it is, right? So just connecting with the children and putting them on those intentional missions. And in the end closing of the day, everybody ate together. They learned about, you know, why these ingredients are healing for them, why it's their medicine, all of that. We prayed over the food. We added that spiritual element because my people are spiritual people. This is our nature. So bringing that energy into the food as well, and just showing them the importance of that, it ended up being 7 days. Long story short, we were there for that one day, but we're like, oh no, we got work to do. So we did it for the whole 7 days, and it was such a blessing because
you're gonna do it again.
Oh, we listen, absolutely, without question. You know, last year we went back to that same space and we spent time with the youth once again, and we was picking mangoes off mango trees and sitting down, meditating.
I live off mangoes.
Yeah,
I love that. Excellent guide to the youth and children. Thank you.
Good, thanks.
That's really good. Me saying thank you. It's you. It's your thank you, not me.
But thank
Sorry.
you. Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank you.
I'm loving all the gratitude.
My
sister did it. Gratitude.
So, do you call yourself a vegan? Do you say you eat good, isn't it? Right? You call yourself a vegan?
Because if I call myself,
what would you call yourself? Because you're not a nutritionist. You're more than that.
So thank you. I received that. So the first part, do I call myself a vegan? So my thing with calling myself a vegan is, if I tell you that I'm vegan, this is my thing with labels altogether. If I tell you that I'm vegan, you're gonna already have a perception of what that means to you, when that's probably not what I mean. You feel me? Because it's vegan people who will eat certain things that I personally will not.
Yes.
So, you know, so I can say, yeah, kind of, but I'm an intuitive eater. That's where I'm at with it. I'm a kitchen magician.
Eater.
Thank you.
Yes. You're a kitchen magician. Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say that first. Yes, you are.
I love it.
You're
your
powerful one as well.
What was that?
My next question was, I think I said, was you vegan? And I can't remember what the question was, but I've got to wrap it up now. And I just want to ask you one more question before I go. For women and men who are interested in what you do, and they kind of want to, you know, become an intuitive eater as well, what advice would you give them and their families?
I would say to live in a world that is colorful and not black and white. Because when you look at it from a food perspective, what I just shared, steak and mashed potatoes is black and white. You're going to have a beautiful plant-based meal. You're going to taste the rainbow. You know? Yeah. So ensuring that you are getting all of the colors on your plate, that's going to be really helpful for you. Just that alone, carry that with you. If you carry that with you on your journey, that will improve how you view food, how you intake food, the foods that you are feeling attracted to, all of that. Allow for your place to be colorful and not black and white. Yes.
Oh, wow. Say that again, aloud for it. Can you say it one more time about the colorful, not black and white?
Yes. Eat the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Yeah, the rainbow.
Look at the spectrum of the rainbow. When you're having your big meal for the day, ensure that you get at least 4 of those colors on your plate.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Oh, wow.
Red, green, yellow, all of that, right? At least 4 of those colors on your plate, you will shift your meals completely just from that.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I wish, you know, like, I want to find someone who does similar stuff to you in the UK. But I'm going to stick with you, even though you're in America. I'm thinking to move over there in a few years' time. Because I've just met so much great people, and you're all in America. Obviously, other places as well, guys. I'm sorry. But I just love you guys. I love you guys. I love how you treat me. I love the respect, and I love the consistency and the power in your words. Like, these are amazing. And before I go, wait, your sister, is that the one with the grey afro?
Oh, Lava.
Who's the one with the grey afro? I think I'm in love with her.
Okay, well, I only have one blood sister. Her name is
Yeah.
Samantha, but I have other sisters across the
Yeah, I
globe.
know.
You talk
Yeah.
about Lava. I love her too. Lava's
She's
just so lovable.
beautiful. Are you? I just want to hear what she has to say. I don't even care what she's saying. Hello, I said big up, and I hope she has a beautiful year, and I hope you too as well. Thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to learn from you and just to speak to you. I'm so grateful. And yeah, I'll be in touch definitely in about 6 to 12 months time, just to get an update on what you've been doing and how the business is going as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you to
Mostly don't
all.
laugh at me.
And thank you to all the people who have tuned in and are going to
Yeah.
tune
Thank
in
you
for this
guys.
replay.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go now. So everyone have a good day. Peace and love. Thank you so much, Dani. Take care.